Ang programang Special Opinion Balita at iba pa ay tumatalakay sa mga isu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapaopinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Female voice, male voice, lolly voice, monster voice.
Okay. Okay, silipin natin ang time. Check natin, 25 minutos. Pasado na po alas 7. Okay, ang kalendaryo natin ay 10 ng Oktubre 2024. Araw po ng Huwebes, umaga po ng Huwebes. Araw ito mga kababayan, no? Akala ko hindi na ako maka-news ng United Bangsamoro Justice Party, no? Okay, mabuti. Okay, binalik nila. Muntik ko natanggalin itong kwan, no? Okay, muntik ko natanggalin itong Bangsamoro him. Talaga. Ayan po mga suki, no? Mabuti ang United Bangsamoro Justice Party, inupan nila uli ang kanilang platform sa news, no? Can you imagine okay, ang chat group ng United Bangsamoro Justice Party, binabara ko. Talagang hindi ako mag-news na sana. Ayan po mga suki, no? Ayan. Anong kasalanan ko kung magbalita ako rito? Ayan po mga suki, no? Muntik na okay, hindi na ako mag-news na issue about United Bangsamoro Justice Party, no? Ayan. Sige. Okay.
Ang programang Special Opinion Balita at Iba ay tumatalakay sa mga isu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapaopinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, Madam Kamala Harris, 28 days more to go. Okay, good evening America, no? 28 days more to go, no? Okay, general election. Okay, sa American politics mga kababayan, no? Sa November 6. Ayan, okay, after Biden, and then the next president will be, okay, Lady President Madam Kamala Harris, na? Okay. Kahit saan ang anggulo, okay, malakas po si Kamala Harris mga suki, no? Okay, kahit saan ang anggulo. Ayan, magkaisa yung si Kamala Harris na maging presidente po ng US, no? Ayan. Ganun lang 'yon. Kaya sabi ko sa kanya, sabi ko sa programa ko, ay ingat siya mga kababayan. Pag-handle po ng itong Middle East conflict mga suki, no? Okay, kasi ang mga butante hindi lang kano. Okay, Middle Eastern voters. Okay, Middle Eastern, yung mga Arabo po na sa Amerika, no? Arab American. Mix eh. Okay. Indian American. Ayan. African American. Okay. Ano ba tawag sa atin? PILAM, Filipino Americans. Okay, Southeast Asia, Asian American. Central Asia American. Marami eh. So, iyan po ang pag-asa po ng Kamala Harris, no? Ayan. So, magkaisa. Okay, Latino American. Ayan. Yung mga minorities sa Amerika magkasama-sama mga suki, no? Okay, para itong labanan, okay, kinatatakutan nilang flamboyant President Donald Trump mga suki. Former President Donald Trump, no? Okay, magandang umaga. Good morning. Okay, sa mga minority dito sa Barm region, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, no? Ayan. So, salamat. Binalik po ang platform and then makapag-news ako sa kanila mga kabayan. Kahit pa paano. Okay, makakontribute. Grabe itong administrator po ng sa platform po ng United Bangsamoro Justice Party, no? Yung group chat nila. Ayan. Sige po, mga kababayan, no? Okay, ang anong unahin natin na balitang hangin o balitang hangin na lang unahin natin, no? Okay, dito po sa programa Consolidated News, magtipon tayo ng balita para ibalita ngayong araw. Okay, sa programa, sa platform ng ADLSN TV News Online. And then, sa programa Halo-Halo Special Opinion Balita at iba pa. Kasama po sa Serbisyo Publiko Tinig ng Mamamayan. At saka ugnayan sa mamamayan, mga suki-suki natin, no? At saka pag-aruga, okay, pag-konserne, okay, sa mamamayan. Ayan po mga suki, no? Okay, ayan. Saan tayo pupunta?
Female voice.
Balitang hangin?
Male voice. Lowly voice. Monster voice.
Okay, sandali lang. Hanapin natin ang balitang hangin.
Legislation pindong balita at iba ay tumatalakay sa mga isyu ng kasalukuyan at napanahon. Mapapolitika, mapapiniyon, mapakomentaryo at balita ang programa ito'y patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa makahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, ang magbalita po ng hangin si Benison Estarejano. Okay, adjust po ng October 2024. Okay, kaninang madaling araw po pinalabas nila ang balita. Ayan po mga suki, no? Okay, ito muna, sandali lang. Ayan. Okay, tirahin po natin balitang hangin. Magandang umaga sa inyo. Okay, sa unang salvo to ng balita natin, no? Okay, unahin natin ang balitang hangin. Ayan. Sige, antayin na lang mga suki, no? Antayin na lang si Benison Estarejano.
Happy Thursday po sa ating lahat. Ako si Benison Estarejano. Patuloy pa rin po ang pag-init ng northeastern.
Kain tayo. Yun, no? Kain. Gulay at saka kuwan.
At meron lamang po mga mahina.
Kain tayo.
Minsan malalakas na mga pag-ulan. Habang sa nalitirang bahagi ng ating bansa, meron pa rin po mga localized thunderstorms na mararanasan. At base naman sa ating latest satellite animation, bukod dito sa mga cloud clusters sa silangan ng ating bansa, hanggang doon sa may Pacific Ocean, wala tayong nakikita ng panibagong weather disturbance, mga low pressure area man or bagyo na papasok ng ating Philippine Area of Responsibility hanggang sa matapos ang weekend. Ngayong araw po asahan ang maulang panahon dito sa may Northern Luzon, lalo na sa Batanes, Apayao, and Cagayan, dahil pa rin yan sa northeasterly wind flow, meron tayong mahina hanggang kumisa malalakas ng mga pagulan, kaya mag-ingat po sa banta ng baha at pagbuho ng lupa. Ang natitirang bahagi ng Cagayan Valley and Cordillera Region, plus Ilocos Region. Bago magtanghali, mataas din po ang chance ng mga paulan. So make sure po na meron din tayong dalang payong or pananggalang sa ulan at mag-ingat din po sa banta ng baha at landslides. Habang ang natitirang bahagi ng Luzon, kabilang ang Metro Manila, andyan pa rin ang bahagyang maulap ng kumisang maulap na kalangitan sa umaga. And bago magtanghali, may mga areas din po dito sa may Central Luzon na magkakaroon na rin ng mga isolated rain showers. Possible naman yung mga thunderstorms over most of Luzon, pagsapit ng hapon hanggang gabi. Temperature natin sa Metro Manila mula 25 hanggang 32 degrees, habang sa Baguio lumalamig po mula 17 to 22 degrees Celsius. Sa ating mga kababayan po sa Palawan, fair weather conditions ang ma-experience nila doon, kasasamahan lamang po ng mga pulo-pulong pag-ulan or pagkindat-pagkulog. Habang dito naman po sa may central and eastern portions ng Visayas, may mga lugar po na magkakaroon ng mga localized thunderstorms umaga hanggang sa tanghali. Then pagsapit po ng hapon hanggang sa gabi, malaking bahagi na po ng Visayas.
Kape tayo.
Ulan at mga thunderstorms, walang kinalaman po sa anumang weather disturbance. Temperature natin sa Metro Cebu posibleng umakyat sa 33 degrees Celsius. At sa ating mga kababayan po sa Mindanao, maraming lugar ngayong umaga ang magkakaroon po ng fair weather conditions or madalas maaraw na panahon. Then pagsapit po ng tanghali, asahan yung pinakamainit na temperatura between 32 to 33 degrees Celsius. Then pagsapit pa rin ng hapon hanggang sa gabi, nagiging makulimlim ang panahon at mataas din ang chance ng mga localized thunderstorms o yung mga kinlat-kulog na nagtatagal po ng 2 hanggang 3 oras. Temperature natin sa may Zamboanga City and Davao City hanggang 33 degrees Celsius din. Ngayong araw at sa mga susunod pa na araw, wala po tayong mararanasan ng yellow warning o pagtaas ng mga pag-alon. Banayad at katamtama sa malaking bahagi ng ating bansa. Kapag may mga thunderstorms po, posibleng makyat pa rin sa 2.5 metro. Habang dito sa may northern Luzon, over the weekend, possible yung moderate to rough seas or nasa 1 to 2.5 meters na taas ng mga pag-alon. At sa susunod pa na 3 araw or hanggang sa weekend, andyan pa rin po ang northeasterly wind flow, yung hangin, galing po dito sa Mahilagang Silangan. At sa mga nagtatanong kung kailan nga ba magbabalik itong northeast monsoon ramihan, possible po by 3rd or 4th week of October. At yung ating mga kababayan po dito sa may northern Luzon, makakaranas nito. Dahil sa natitirang bahagi pa ng Luzon, possible po yung northeast monsoon natin by late November pa hanggang sa December. Sa natitirang bahagi ng bansa, simula po sa Friday hanggang sa weekend, asahan pa rin ang bahagyang maulap hanggang maulap na kalangitan na sinasamahan pa rin ng mga isolated rain showers or thunderstorms na mas madalas pa rin po sapit ang hapon at gabi. Sunrise po natin ay 5:47 a.m., sunset 5:39 p.m. Yan muna ang latest mula dito sa Weather Forecasting Center ng Pag-asa. Ako muli si Benison Estarehan, kung sabi sa anumang panahon, pag-asa mo rin ang solusyon.
May laman ng bunganga ko, Benson. Salamat. Okay. May laman bunganga ko, no? Yan.
Female voice, male voice, lowly voice, monster voice.
Ayan po. Okay, anong sunod na ipapasok natin, mga kababayan? Sandali lang, no? Okay, dito tayo sa isang gadget. Maganda itong gadget ito. Okay, pag-usapan sound mga kababayan, no? Are the Palestinian not human? Sabi po ni, sa United Nations General Assembly, okay, itong si President Tayyip Recep Erdogan, mga suki. So ito unahin natin, no? Okay, kahit malayo yon ang gera dyan sa Middle East, involved din po ang bansa natin. Okay, inulit ko, are the Palestinian not human? Okay, question mark, mga suki, no? Sige. Ayan.
I request protocol to escort His Excellency and invite him to address the Assembly.
Turkey, mga kababayan, no? May translation naman.
Sayın Başkan, Mr. President, dear heads of states and governments, Mr. Secretary General, distinguished delegates, on behalf of myself, my country, and my nation, I greet you with my most heartfelt feelings and respect. I'm honored to have the opportunity to address the United Nations General Assembly once again today. Well, I hope that the 79th General Assembly will be a blessing for our countries and for the entire humanity. I would like to congratulate Mr. Francis on the completion of his term as President of the General Assembly and wish success to Mr. Young as he takes over. I would like to express here our pleasure to see the representative of our friend and brother Palestine in his rightful place among the member states as a result of long struggles. I hope that this historic step will be the final turning point on the road leading to Palestine's membership to the United Nations. The international community and all of us in the human family must fulfill our obligation to the Palestinian people without further ado, that haven't done already. Distinguished guests, I know that there are certain crises that you're monitoring on TV, and those are the crises that we are going through every day, and we're trying to manage them. That's why today I'm not talking representing a country that is situated far away from tensions, but instead that is found at the very heart of tension and war. Some people will be critical of us, but despite that fact, today on the common rostrum of the human race, we will speak of the truth frankly and openly. Right now, the United Nations, under the roof of which we are found today, were established in the aftermath of the Second World War, in which millions of people have lost their lives to maintain international peace and security. With the establishment of the United Nations, expectations for global stability, peace, and justice were reborn. And hopes for peace were sprouted again. To put it bluntly, unfortunately, in the last few years, the United Nations has failed to fulfill its founding mission and has gradually become a dysfunctional structure. The world is bigger than five is my motto, it's my credo. And this credo represents our common values, and we need those values more than ever in this day and age.
Grabe! Nakakatuwa talaga ang Disclsimers, ang aking tagapagligtas ng paggamit. Wala na akong sakit sa likod. Maliksi na ang aking mga kamay at paa. At nakakagalaw na ako ng komportable. Ngayon, nakakalakad na ako ng tulad ng normal na tao.
Nagpabili ako sa anak ko, sinubukan ko. Medyo gumanda-ganda naman ang takbo ng tuhod
Okay, skip na lang natin, no? Skip na lang
I
natin.
honestly couldn't believe how effective it was. What makes me most happy is the fact that I am now.
International justice cannot be left in the will of 5 privileged member states of the Security Council. And the most dramatic example to that is the war, the massacre that has been going on in Gaza for the last 350 days. And since October 7, 41,000 Palestinians have been killed in the continuous Israeli attacks. 41,000 lives, 41,000 people, mostly children and women, were ruthlessly taken away. And no one knows where more than 10,000 people are, most of which are children. And likewise, 100,000 people were injured, maimed, or they lost their limbs. 172 journalists were killed while trying to do their job under very difficult circumstances. And more than 500 medics have been killed while they were trying to save lives. Humanitarian aid workers and the United Nations personnel who came to the rescue of the people of Gaza who were struggling with hunger and thirst were killed. More than 250 United Nations personnel. They hit marketplaces, tents, and camps where the refugees were sheltered. They hit 820 mosques and 3 churches that shouldn't have been touched even in war. And they deliberately hit dozens of hospitals, hundreds of schools, more than 130 ambulances carrying patients. They shredded the Charter of the United Nations from the rostrum of the United Nations and shamelessly challenged the whole world, who are people of conscience, from this very rostrum. They challenged them. My friends, leaked images from Israel's prisons, which it has turned into concentration camps, clearly show what kind of barbarianism we are facing. As a result of Israeli attacks, Gaza has become the world's largest cemetery for women and children. More than 17,000 children were targeted by Israeli bullets and bombs. Hind Recep was only 6 years old. He and his family were seeking safety when their car was hit by Israeli forces. He lost everything. He lost his mother, father, siblings, cousins. He lost all the hopes he had packed. And only he survived. He waited desperately for rescue for 12 days. Will you come to take me? I'm fearful. Was waiting for a helping hand to reach out to him for 12 days. Despite the level of our world has reached, despite the technology at our disposal, despite our organizations with huge budgets employing tens of thousands of personnel as a human family.
Okay, sabi po ni Tatay Digong, isingit ko lang ito, no? Sandali lang. Okay, isingit ko. Ayan.
Ang programang Registration ng Balita at Iba pa ay tumatalakay sa mga isyu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapaopinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, dito po sa postscript po ng official page ng Philippine Laban, sabi po ni Tatay Digong, gusto ko pangalagaan ang lungsod ng Davao, no? Dalangin ni dating Pangulong Rodi Duterte ang patuloy na maayos at mapayapang Davao. Ibig sabihin na siyudad ng Davao, no? Kaya naman, ang pangako niya ay ang pagpapatuloy ng lideratong, okay, pangalagaan ng kapakanan ng mga kababayan natin na Dabawenyo, no? Ayaw ko ng droga, ayaw ko ng kidnapping, ayaw ko masira ang mga anak natin, ayaw ko. Okay? Ayaw ko masira ang syudad ko, laking Davao ako, this is my city, and I want it a peaceful city, isang madamdaming pahayag mula sa dating Pangulong ng Pilipinas, si Tatay Digong Duterte, no? So, yan po ang official postscript. Okay, Rodrigo Duterte, no? Former President Rodrigo Duterte na yun. Okay, naintindihan ba natin yan? Ayaw natin po mga suki na lulun tayo sa nakakalang itong droga mga suki, no? Okay, at saka very dangerous mga suki sa syudad, sa society natin, sa community natin, itong negosyo ng droga mga suki, no? Illegal na droga. Okay, pagpatuloy po natin si Tayyip Recep Tayyip Erdogan, no? Okay, translated na. Ayan. Sige.
Of 8 billion inhabitants, we haven't yet managed to rescue a 6-year-old girl, which is actually like an injured sparrow trapped under the rubble that was shaking before our eyes. Hundreds of Gazan children died and are still dying because they cannot find a morsel of dry bread, a sip of water, and a bowl of soup. In Gaza, not only children are dying, but also the United Nations system. The values that the West claims to defend are dying. The truth is dying. The hopes of humanity to live in a more just world are dying one by one. I am asking you bluntly here, openly, frankly. I call out to you, oh human rights organizations. Are those in Gaza and the West Bank not human beings? Do children in Palestine have no rights? Can't they play out on the streets in their homelands safely? And calling out to the international press organizations, aren't the journalists murdered by Israel on live TV your colleagues, whose offices were actually raided as well? I call out to United Nations Security Council. What are you waiting for to prevent the genocide in Gaza, to put a stop to this cruelty, this barbarianism? What are you waiting for to stop Netanyahu and his network, who is endangering the lives of the Palestinian people, which is a part of a mass murder network? And what are you still waiting for to stop them, putting to danger their own people and the entire region for political gain? I would like to call out to the countries supporting Israel in an unconditional manner.
This is the latest blood sugar, blood pressure, and blood oxygen meter developed by Singapore General Hospital. Just clip it on your finger and measure your blood sugar, blood pressure, and blood oxygen levels in 3 seconds. Given that the current climate affects the physical and mental health of the elderly and children at home, as well as friends with high blood sugar levels, I highly recommend this blood glucose meter. It is 99.9% accurate. In addition, it is very portable and can be easily put into a bag, which is very convenient to use on the go. This is a great invention as it has been sold in 58 countries. In order to help more people stay healthy, the first 100 orders will enjoy an 80% discount. If you are not satisfied, you can get a refund.
Okay.
Ang bago Thai Fruit Plus, may real fruit taste and naturally sweetened with stevia plant extracts. Try now.
How long are you going to be able to carry the shame of witnessing this massacre? Dear friends, while children are dying in Gaza, in Ramallah, in Lebanon, while babies are dying in incubators, unfortunately, the international community has given a very bad test and failed in a big way. What's happening in Palestine, look, is a sign of a great moral collapse. I believe that the peoples of the world, the leaders of countries and international organizations should reflect on this painful picture, upon this painful landscape. And I would like to state very clearly and loudly here, the Israeli government disregarding basic human rights, trampling on international law at every opportunity, is practicing ethnic cleansing, a clear genocide against a nation, a people, and occupying their lands step by step. Palestinians, whose freedom, independence, and most basic rights have been usurped, are rightfully exercising their legitimate rights of resistance against this occupation and ethnic cleansing. The just resistance of the Palestinian people against the occupiers of their land is too noble. It's honorable and legitimate to be called illegitimate. It's heroic and it's noble. The only reason for Israel's aggression against the Palestinian people is the unconditional support of a group of countries. And I would like to wave at my brothers and sisters at the legitimate resistance in Palestine. As I've said before, the support of a group of countries for Israel is the reason why this aggression is still going on. Countries that have a say over Israel are openly complicit in this massacre, with a policy of run for the hare and catch the hound. Those who are supposedly working for a ceasefire in front of the stage continue to send arms and ammunition to Israel so that it can continue its massacres in the background. This inconsistency and this is insincerity. Look, there's a paper that has been going around back and forth since May. Hamas has repeatedly declared its acceptance of the ceasefire offer. But the Israeli government has made it very clear that this is the party that doesn't want peace by constantly dragging its feet, making a settlement of the dispute much more difficult, almost impossible, constantly finding an excuse and sneakily killing its negotiating partner at a time when it was closest to a ceasefire. Israel's stalling and deception should not be given any more credit. In the absence of the implementation, of UN Security Council Resolution number 2735, coercive measures against Israel should be put on the agenda. Israel's behavior has once again demonstrated that it is important for the international community to develop a protection mechanism for Palestinian civilians. 70 years ago, just as Hitler was stopped by an alliance of humanity, Netanyahu and his murder network must be stopped by an alliance of humanity. We believe that the General Assembly's authority to recommend the use of force, as in the 1950 Resolution on Unity for Peace, should be considered in this process during this time. An immediate and a permanent ceasefire must be established. Hostages and prisoners must be exchanged. And humanitarian aid must be delivered to Gaza unhindered and uninterrupted. It's very, very important that we extend a helping hand to the people of Gaza, especially before the winter season when conditions on the ground will become
Si program pe.
even more challenging. Look, right now, 70% of the water supplies and 75%.
Okay, yung singit ko lang ito sandali, no? Ayan.
Ang programang Administration ng Balita at Iba ay tumatalakay sa mga isu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapaopinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Okay, may balita po yung nangyari po sa Saripagwak Municipality, Maguindanao del Sur. Okay, nagpaliwanag po itong pinuno. Okay, mayor po ng Saripagwak. Okay, si Mayor Ampatuan Mangasuki, no? Ayan. So, pakinggan natin ito, sandali lang. Okay, isingit muna natin ito. Ang caption ng balita ito sa content video, Saripagwak Maguindanao del Sur, Municipal Mayor Dato Ahmad Mitra Ampatuan. Okay, nilinaw ang nangyaring komosyon at mainit na tensyon kahapon. Okay, sa huling nung 8 ito, no? Okay, na flash report ko ito. Huling araw ng pag-file ng filing ng certificate of candidacy, no? Ayan. Sa pagharap nito, okay, sa pagharap nito sa media, nilinaw nito na hindi umano nagmula sa grupo nila ang nagsimula ng kaguluhan sa harap po ng munisipyo ng bayan. Kung saan isang patay, 5 sugatan, habang 5 sugatan, okay, sa nangyari ng na kinukumpirma po mismo ni Mayor Dato Ahmad Mitra Ampatuan, no? Okay, pala ay ipinaliwanag ng alkalde sa panayam, no? Okay, sa mga local media ang buong nangyari, okay, kung saan, okay, ang nagmula at paano nagsimula ang nasabing mainit na tensyon na lugar. Okay, sa pagitan po ng mga partido po ng United Bangsamoro Justice Party at saka itong ibang grupo hindi natin alam. Hindi raw sa grupo nila nagsimula, no? Okay, yung barilan na yan. Okay, pakinggan natin, balikan po natin itong si Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Okay, sa kaguluhan dyan mga sukil. Pakinggan natin. Ayan. Sige. Ayan.
Una-una, yung nangyari kapon, pumunta ko sa office ng siguro mga evacuation. Doon ako una-una nagbaba sa gym Bali pagdating ko doon sa jail, ipatawag ko yung mga aking kapulisan, yung mga pulis, at saka yung mga army, na sinabihan ko sila na kung may papay, hindi na papasukin yung mga supporter kaya para walang gulo. Bali, nagsabi yung mga pulis, wala man si Chief, yung nandun sa opposite, sa Chief, Bali, ganun na nangyari. Sabi ko, kung may papay, papasukin yan.
Okay. Ayan, pamasukin na.
Na ginawa yung national highway para hindi ma-traffic. Tapos may isang sasakyan doon na ILAX. Ginatusok nila ng kawayan yung lipat natin. Bali, yung lipat na yun, natamaan dito. Dito sa tiyan. Ba't ba yung natamaan? Ginatusok nila na yung may flag na yung UBGP. Yung lipat naman, nakayak, kaya natamaan. Bali, hindi na natin alam sinong namato doon. Baka yung mga supporter dyan na namato na hindi ko na alam yun, yung ganun gawin nila. Eh, sinong mayor na magbutos ng ganun? Kung hindi dahil sa ginanon nila yung lipat, hindi siguro makaganon yun. Tapos, inutusan ko yung mga kasundaluan, saka yung mga pulis, awatin yun. Paano sino mga tao dyan sa harapan para walang gulo. Di mamaya-maya na kaya yun, umalis yung mga tao doon ng mga ewan ko.
Okay, hindi natin ma-entertain mga ganito, no? Ah.
Nandiyan man yung mga kon. Sabi ko, sige, papasukin. Bali, nakapasok man sila, doon man ako sa bayan. Doon ako sa bayan, kaya nagsambayan ako. Pag doon ako sa bayan, may nagtawag sa akin, tutok ka na sa labas. Sabi ko, ano nangyari dyan? Sabi nila, may mga baril dito. Pumunta ko kagad. Balik ako dito kagad eh. Doon ako sa, pinapasok ako ni Chief eh. Doon ako mismo sa labas. Kaya, akala ko maabutan ko kayo nangyari, kaya awatin ko sila kaya para walang gulo. Bali, hindi ko na naabot yun. Ganun na nangyari. Ako naman, bilang mayor ng Saripa ko, ayaw ko talaga na mangyari yun. Ngayon, first time na nangyari yan eh, dito sa Saripa ko. Kaya nga ako, parang naiyak ko sa nangyari na yan. Oo. Sa akin naman, walang bawal dito na papayag. Hindi ko ugali na sinumudbay dito na bawal ako. Oo. Kasi demokrasya tayo, kahit sino pwede mag-file eh. Oo. Basta sinong gusto mag-file, mag-file ka. Bale, ganun yung nangyari yun. Bale, tinanong ni Comelec yung nag-file. Hindi pala kayo mag-file dito, wala silang mga siyosi, wala silang anong dala nila, kuna lang. Kuna na walang pangalan. Tapos, yung isa naman, may walang preparasyon. Oo, sabi ko, wala na ako doon. Ano gawin ko doon? May walang preparasyon. Sagutin nila doon sa pulis. Hindi ako pulis. Yun siguro yung pinagalit nila. Nagpunta sila dito, bakit hindi daw yung mga kasamaan nila. Ako at yun, wala akong kwan doon. Hindi ko alam na yung papayag pala may warrant of police eh. Oo, at saka hindi ko pwede manguhuli ng tao.
Okay, alam niyo itong si Ahmad Ampatuan. Diyan po ko sa area ng Cotabato, Maguindanao, buong Maguindanao, no? Binaril yan po sa kanyang kotse. Okay, ang tao ito, no? Diyan po sa Saripagwak. Okay, sa highway ay tinadtad ng bala ito, no? Tinadtad ng bala. Itong si Ahmad Ampatuan, Ahmad Mitra Ampatuan ang pangalan niya, no? Tinadtad ito ng Armalite ata ang tinira niya mga suki, no? Walang tumalampo ang okay, isang buong yung sasakyan tagtad ng tama po ng bala, no? Iyan po ang kasaysayan po ito ni si Ahmad Ampatuan, no? Okay, tinagtad ng kalibre ng mataas na kalibre ng baril, wala po. Hindi po tumalab mga suki, no? Ito po ang kasaysayan ko, naalala ko ito sa tao ito, mga kababayan, no? Sa bayan po ng Saripagwak, no? Okay, nung panahon namin okay, mag-cover dyan, yung si Mayor Marup Ampatuan, ay lagi kami doon sa opisina, mga kababayan, no? Okay, magkape-kape kung ano po ang mga sinaserve sa amin, no? Ayan. So ito ay tatay niya ito, si Engineer Marup Ampatuan, at saka itong Ahmad Ampatuan, no? So mag-vice mayor ata yung anak niya, si Marup. Ayan. Sige. Magandang munisipyo nitong Saripagwak, no? Sige po. At saka maraming negosyo po doon sa public market nila, no? Ayan. Sige.
May karapatan ng uli doon. Oo. Ayun po talaga na mangyari yun. Sinong meron na gano'n ng may isip na manggulo dito. Tinala niyo, kahit sino, nakita niyo yung Saripagwak ngayon, ayaw po talaga manggulo dito. Kahit magsuntok ka dito, lalo na kung magpalilanan. Kasi ginakuan ko yung sibilan dito eh. Yan ang ginaingatan ko talaga sibilan na madamay. O, yung namatay na kuan, bipat yun. Bipat ng Saripagwak yun. Tapos yung security guard ng opisina, nabaryo din. O, yung isa naman, barangay kagawad ng probasyon to. Hindi ko bakit gano'n sila. Kasi pagdating nila, bigla lang sila, palitan tayo. Okay, may mga video man dyan. May video dyan na, sabi ko, huwag na kayo magsalita dyan. Kinakaman ko sila, okay na maglakad dyan. Kaya alam mo mga tao yan, napagod siguro eh. Kaya hindi na kayo naman tubig. Kaya grabe kayo dito. O, yun, ako naman tanongin ninyo, pinakondem ko yun na nangyari yun kayo. Ayaw ko talaga maulit. Hindi na yun maulit. Okay. Ayaw ko talaga, mapasayaw ko talaga. Ako, naiyak ko sa tao eh. Bakit ganun? Ngayon ba? Kahit kalaban ko yung mga anak ni matanda dati, hindi rin nakaganito yung kuwan dito. Ngayon pa ito eh. Kahit sino sa inyo, kilala niyo ako. Hindi ako mga mahilig. Hindi ko papahilig yung kalaban ko. Kasi, pinapili ng tao sinong gusto nila mag-kuwan sa kanila, mag-mirot dito. Yun ang sa akin. Basta ako, hindi naman, ayaw ko maulitin. Hindi totoo yung ayaw ko, pinigilan ko, na hindi sila makapasok. Wala akong karapatan. Napigilan ko yung isang tao na nagkapapayag ng COC. Bawal talaga yan, pigilan mo yan. Hindi pwede.
How familiar tayo kung isa sa mga candidate na magpapayag sa mayroong warrant of arrest at doon daw si Nerd?
May warrant of arrest yun eh. Kaya pulis yung sumagin, hindi ko alam na mauhuli nila eh. Kaya may nagtawag sa akin na may nag-file daw ng may warrant of arrest. Sabi ko, paano rin pulis yan?
Okay, dapat kiniklear mo na yung kaso niya saka mag-file ng COC, no? Ayan po mga suki. Okay, sinunod mo na sa ng batas. Okay, and then sa kanila mag-file ng COC mga kabat. May warrant of arrest ka, pupunta ka sa sa mga ganito, huli ka talaga ng authority. Yun ang dapat po i-clear muna po ng kandidato na yan, no? Yung kanyang kaso. Okay. Punta ka sa COMELEC, mag-file ka ng Certificate of Candidacy, and then meron kang warrant of arrest, hulihin ka talaga. Ganon po ang ngipin ng batas mga suki, no? Okay, ipagpatuloy po natin si Ahmad Ampatuan, no? Mitra Ampatuan. Sige lang.
Sino po yung nag-file ng warrant of arrest for mayoral candidate, vice mayor candidate, or
Vice Mayor. Ako, hindi ko karapatan huli doon eh. Yung ang pinagalit ko, dapat siya kinuli. Oo. Huli siya umuli doon. Hindi ko na ginagawa yun eh. Kaya sabi ko, balang kayo dyan. Oo.
Mayor, yung mga nabasa doon na sasakyan, kanino mga sasakyan po yun?
Hindi ko rin alam kanino yun. Kaya hindi ko man nakita yun. Kaya dito ako sa office eh. O naraman ko lang na nagtawag sa akin na nagpatuwa na sila. Tapos tinawag ko si COP, sabi ko, awatin yan. Naglapas yung mga polis. Tawag ko na, hindi naman kaya eh.
Gagawin ba ng parang LGU na sa repagwak para hindi na ito hindi na siya lalaki?
Sa akin ba?
Ito nga ka-importante yan po ng mga independent news, no? Sa lahat ng mga independent news. Okay, kasi mga ganito dapat po ay masiwalat ba natin sa publiko mga kababayan, no? Okay, kung maaari yung magkabilang panig. Hanggat maaari po yung magkabilang panig makuha natin po yung side magkabilang panig, no? Kasi kung hadlangan mo yung mga independent news na hindi na makapagbalita, hindi patas yun mga suki, no? Hindi katulad ganito. Ayan.
Ang programang Special Opinion Balita at iba pa ay tumatalakay sa mga isu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapaopinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
Ito nga kinatatakutan natin, no? Ito ang kinatatakutan na natin mga independent news, no? Okay, na hindi na tayo makapagbigay ng balita sa publiko. Tapos isang side na lang, napakadelikado mga suki, no? Napakadelikado ang malayang tagapamahayag. Kaya nga hanggat maaari, i-convince natin po yung mga kapwa natin katulad mga ito, no? Okay, isiwalat mga ganito po pangyayari, no? Ayan. Wala, hindi natin na dapat po walang control ang hindi ba i-control po ba ang mga independent news, no? Okay? Panawagan natin hindi po i-control na kung tama naman ang pagbabalita, huwag po i-control mga suki, no? Ayan.
Sa akin lang na. Parang hindi ko na ito ikon, parang wala na hanggang dito lang. Para hindi na ito magbati. Kasi tao ni Papa Kagyalin yun eh. Tao ni Papa Antaw. Oo. Anong gawin ko sa mga papa ko?
Kasi doon sa pahayag nung nasulitin mo, sinasabi ang nakalayan at nang nasa likod kay isang.
Si Antaw, yan po ang boss sa sa SGS, no? Sa SJ pala. Okay. Yung bagong mga LGU po sumama sa BARM, okay? Ayan. Yan po sa North Cotabato, no? Ayan. Yan ang si dating board member Antaw po, no? Ayan. Sige.
At sinabi rin na puro mga pamangkin niya ang nandito yung mga ambat ng family. So kung sakaling magkakaroon po ng dialogue, welcome po.
Walang problema sa akin. Oo. Anytime na maghanap siya, ako naghanap, hindi ba pagkagali. Kaya ako anak niya. Oo, anak niya ko eh.
So kung posible mangyari po yung kayo na mismo ang mahanap ng susi para mag-solve po itong konting hindi pagkunawan.
Oo, ito ang ginahanap ko. Kinausap ko na yung mga anak ko eh. Sabi ko, anong
Okay, anak ni ni Dato Ali Mitimbang, former mayor ng Atalayan. Ako, okay, malaking pamilya rin mga suki yun, no? Ay, alam ko yung mga grupo dyan. Sige po. Pagpatuloy natin.
Si Papa Kagyali na yun eh. Saka yung matanda, si Papa Kagyali, hindi ko katakalayan na nalaman niya yun. Hindi na siguro nalaman na nangyari yun. Paniulit kami. Okay, tapos matanda na siya, pero nang igual niya sa mga tao, hindi siguro.
Ano yung mensahe mo sa kanila kay former Bigyan Member at Wartawat kay Dato sa Talayan?
Pwede na. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Unamo na siya na niya pa ng buhay niya kagay na niyalaksa niya na dito ng pagkasalan pagtamanan tagulod siya nagkina niya distraction din ng buhay mas kuha na parang ulog langit ito eh. Hindi natin malaman na ganito yung mangyari mapananggit pa sa kinampatayan niya manood kaya ng problema sa kapapay na pagtamanan tanong siya kapano manong niya yung mungula maananan minatay hindi mapagitong yan na tubay di kumagaga siya yung kanong sumigo hiningaan hindi pagitong na pinatayan na saki bapa lagi amo ko na si Papa Kagyali bapa na daman rukas ko na kasambi ko sa rukas ko sa pagtayo ko sa kay ama ko na turme sa lilig ka bapa daman ko na daan niya kayo naanda din niya tubay rin ko masigo pinatayan na niya kaya naman ni sasay kita no na mapakay bumboy sa mingguanin siya open tanong siya sa gobyerno sa bumboy sa mga kaso kaya siya sa akin na nagay dahil sa akin kaya ako mo di masiguro suwaro no pinatayan siya butaman assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
If you make a few
Una-una yung nangyari tapon pumunta ko sa
Okay, tapos na po, no? Okay, si Dato Ahmad Mitra ang patuan mga suki, no? Ayan. So, isang patay, 5 sukatan po sa pag-file lang ng Certificate of Candidacy, no? Okay. Ang nakakatakot ito, okay, nakakatakot ito pag-election ng mga kababayan, no? Ayan. So, dasal natin po ay kontrolado po ng mga authority. Okay, yung election po sa Maguindanao del Sur na, no? Ay, at saka Maguindanao del Norte. Sige po, ayan.
Of the bakeries in Gaza have been destroyed. 95% of health centers were partially or completely damaged. 150,000 houses were completely destroyed. 200,000 houses were partially destroyed, and 80,000 houses become uninhabitable. Infectious diseases such as polio and hepatitis are on the rise. The people of Gaza receive only a quarter of the aid they urgently need. That's what they have access to. And as Turkey, we have been providing humanitarian aid to our brothers and sisters in Palestine, and we will keep on doing that. With more than 60,000 tons of aid, Turkey is the country sending the largest amount of aid to Gaza. Likewise, by halting commercial transactions with Israel, we have demonstrated our stance on this issue. Now,
Daming patay.
during the last couple of weeks, attacks by Israel have been increased in Lebanon, and we are by the side of the Lebanese people and the Lebanese government.
Create hundreds of delicious, round meatballs easily with this meatball maker box. The meatball maker box has a 5-fold honeycomb mold design, creating 5 meatballs at the same time with just one light press to help optimize your time and effort.
We can see this truth for what it is. Those who murdered 41,000 people cannot rest until those who gave the orders, pulled the trigger, and dropped the bombs are held accountable for their crimes. We will not heave a sigh of relief. Our conscience will not go silent. The bill for the billions of dollars of damage caused in the cities that have been destroyed, wrecked, and reduced to rubble must and will be compensated by the perpetrators. We support the case brought by the Republic of South Africa at the International Court of Justice to ensure that Israel's crimes do not go unpunished. We will take every step necessary for justice to be served in the case for which we have applied as an intervener or as a party. We will fight for the blood of Aisha Ezgi, who was shot in the head and murdered by Israeli soldiers during a peaceful protest in Nablus. And we will fight in all legal remedies, and we will keep on doing that. While a ceasefire in Gaza is urgently needed, the underlying problem in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is the Israeli occupation of Palestinian territories. Based on the 1967 borders, an independent, sovereign, and geographically integrated Palestinian state with East Jerusalem as its capital must come into being. I would like it to be known that we are closely following Israel's increasing attacks on our first Qibla, Al-Aqsa Mosque and Haram al-Sharif. I would like to state once again on this podium, as Tayyip Erdogan once again, that I'm not using a language of politics.
Monster voice.
I am encouraged by our ancestors who have always stood by the side of the victims, honorably and nobly. We are a nation that has been on the side of the oppressed and against the oppressors and oppression throughout history. We are such a nation. We welcomed Jews fleeing the Inquisition 500 years ago and Jews fleeing Hitler's concentration camps. We opened our arms wide. We, as a country and a nation, I'll be very clear to say that we have no animosity or hostility towards the people of Israel. We oppose anti-Semitism in the same way we oppose the targeting of Muslims just because of their faith. Our problem is with the massacre policies of the Israeli government. Our problem is with the oppressor and the oppression, just as it was 5 centuries ago. Everybody should know we always speak of the truth and speak of what's right and what's fair. Even if some people are uncomfortable, we will continue to shout out the truth and stand by the righteous and boldly say that we will speak of what we know is right, even though it will hurt some people. From here, all the courageous people who show solidarity with the Palestinian people without discrimination of faith, country, language, or religion, and who take to the streets almost every week to raise their voices against the massacres in Gaza. I would like to especially thank the university students and the youth. Distinguished delegates, unfortunately, in the 14th year of the conflict, Syria is still far from stability. The economic and humanitarian situation in the country in the grip of terrorism and separatist organizations remains dire. On the basis of UN Security Council Resolution 2254, we hope to advance the political process and achieve national recognition.
Okay, sandali lang, i-break muna natin, no?
Ang programa ng Special Opinion Balita at iba pa ay tumatalakay sa mga isu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapaopinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.
We are determined to sincerely pursue our position in favor of a realistic dialogue. We are very sincere in that regard. Our neighbor Iraq, while continuing its fight against terrorism, is taking decisive steps towards development, reconstruction, and reintegration with its region. And the international community must support Iraq's efforts. In this context, it is important to implement initiatives such as the Development Road Project, which will benefit the entire region on a win-win basis. The success of all these efforts depend on the complete elimination of the terrorist threat in Iraq, in particular the PKK. We are strengthening our common action plan with another neighbor of ours, Iran, in the region in order to establish stability and peace. It's going to contribute tremendously to our efforts. The war in Ukraine has been going on for 3 years, and we are still away from establishing a permanent peace and stability. As the arms race accelerates, the space for diplomacy is shrinking. Support the peace process between Azerbaijan and Armenia and hope that this process will be concluded as soon as possible with good news. We support continued high-level contacts between the two countries, and we are focusing on dialogue. Turkey and Armenia, we are also taking positive steps on that track to progress in the Azerbaijan and Armenia peace process will have a positive impact on the Turkey-Armenia normalization process. We play a constructive role for the prosperity and peace at the Balkans, of which we are an integral part, and we act in close cooperation with all actors in the region. As a member of the Steering Committee for Peace Implementation Council, we emphasize the importance of the sovereignty, political unity, and territorial integrity of Bosnia and Herzegovina on every platform, and continue our contribution to Operation Althea. We are successfully continuing the Key 4 command we assumed last year, and supporting the Belgrade-Pristina dialogue process. We want to see the Aegean Sea and the Eastern Mediterranean as a zone of stability and prosperity where the legitimate interests of all the parties are concerned can be respected. It is in the common interest of the entire region to enhance cooperation, particularly on the delimitation of maritime jurisdictions in accordance with international law, freedom and safety of navigation, and maritime trade. International maritime law encourages cooperation between littoral states in closed or semi-closed seas, such as the Aegean Sea. Turkey is ready for constructive cooperation on all issues, especially in energy and environment. We have the longest coastline in the Eastern Mediterranean, and Turkey's key role is undeniable. Turkey has legitimate rights and authorities in the western part of the island of Cyprus, while the Turkish Cypriots have legitimate rights in the areas around the world. It has been 50 years since the Cyprus peace operation, and 61 years since the Cyprus issue emerged as a result of the Greek Cypriot usurpation of the partnership state. From that day until today, peace and tranquility have prevailed on the island. It was always the Turkish Cypriots and Turkey who put forth the sincere will to bring about a just, lasting, and sustainable solution to the Cyprus issue. The federation model is now completely outdated, and we fully support the vision of a two-state solution with two different nations put forward by the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. The sovereign, equality, and equal international status of the Turkish Cypriots, which are the vested rights of the Turkish Cypriots, must be re-registered and the isolation must end. Today, I once again invite the international community to recognize the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus and to establish diplomatic, political, and economic relations. We actively support the stabilization of Libya and the preservation of the unity and integrity of the country. We call on all states to sincerely stand by Libya at this very sensitive time and contribute to building trust between the parties. We must do more to end the conflict.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, no? I have no time. Okay, sorry po. Wala na akong oras, kailangan na mag-cut na. Okay, sobra-sobra pong overtime. Umabot ako ng 1 oras at saka 21 minutos mga suki, no? Ayan, so gusto man natin magpatuloy pero meron maraming importanteng dapat i-attempt natin, no? I-attempt natin, no? Ayan. Okay. So, yan po ang balita po na kalap natin sa umaga ito, no? Hanapin na natin po ang ating sound. And then, mag-close tayo ng program natin sa umagang. Babalik tayo mamayang gabi po, mga suki, no? Ayan. Inshallah. So, ganito lang ang trabaho natin dito sa mundo, no? Okay? Tulong. Okay, tulong pa rin sa kapayapaan, mga suki, no? Ayan. Tulong sa kapayapaan, wala nang katapusan. Okay, basta yun na nga. Allah. Yan po ang trabaho natin para sa kapayapaan, no? Okay, magpaalam tayo. Ito muna, no? Para ayan.
Female voice, male voice, lolly voice, monster voice.
So, hanggang dito muna ang programa natin sa umagang ito. Okay, dito po sa programa ay consolidated news natin. Umabot ng 1 oras at saka, 21 minutos mga suki, no? Okay, sandali lang. Paalam tayo, no? Okay, magmula po sa balitaan po ng ADLSN TV News Online. Okay, sa kanyang programa po Halo-Halo Special, opinion, balita at iba pa. Okay, so kasama po serbisyo publiko, tinig ng mamamayan at saka ugnayan sa mamamayan. Ayan. And then pag-aruga sa mamamayan, no? Okay, sa lahat ng mga Stratcom, yung mga strategic communication ba? Okay, yung mga kandidato, okay, magpalabas ng kanilang mga plataforma. Okay, para alam po ng publiko kung ano po ang mga balak nila, no? Okay, dapat kasi mga Stratcom talagang masipag. Okay, magbigay po ng mga balita po para ay alam ng mga botante kung ano po ang mga nanaisin nila, no? Ayan. So there you are. Hanggang dito muna. Okay, ang programa natin, wala tayong masamang tinapay. Okay, bye-bye. Paalam tayo. This has been Abs Damahan lamang po sa umagang ito. Araw po ng Huwebes. Bye-bye na. Ayan. Okay, sa lahat ng mga kumakalaban po sa amin, okay, huwag kayo mag-suicide, no? Okay, huwag kayo mag-suicide, yung maayaw sa mga news. Okay, suicidal yan mga suki, no? Huwag nyo kalabanin ng ang mga hanay po, tagapagbalita. Suicidal yan. Okay, mahirap po bungguin ng okay, sa mga tagapagbalita, mga kababayan. Yan lang paalala natin. Huwag po banggain ng mga katulad namin po sa communication, mga suki, no? Ayan. Mahirap po yun. Ayan. Ang empire po, kung mga taga-amin na ibig sabihin ay kami na ang binangga, itong mga taga-communication ng empire, 100% po, bagsak yan. Ayan po mga suki, no? Pag media ang niloloko nyo, ang empire nyo pa ibagsak yan. Yan po mga kababayan, no? Basta ang mga grupo ng taga-media, and then yan ay hindi na nyo bigyan ng lugar, okay, bagsak kayo mga suki, no? 100%. Ayan. Sige po. Ayan.
Ang programa ng Special Opinion, balita at iba pa ay tumatalakay sa mga isu pang kasalukuyan at napapanahon. Mapapolitika, mapaopinyon, mapakomentaryo at balita, ang programa ito ay patas sa lahat. Walang kinikilingan, walang kinakampihan, at walang pinapanigan ang programa ito. Ang programa ito ay public service sa kahanginan at trabaho lamang.